Hello and welcome to German Lessons with Mr. Ferguson. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Deutschunterricht mit Herrn Ferguson. Die 10. Stunde, the 10th lesson, ist wie man auf Deutsch zählt, counting in German. Before wir anfangen, please remember to like this video. Bitte klickt gefällt mir and to subscribe to my channel so that I can keep helping you with your German. Bitte vergesst nicht zu abonnieren. If you're enjoying my videos, please consider buying me a coffee by clicking the banner now. All contributions are gratefully received and allow me to continue to bring you new and exciting German content whilst keeping it free to access on YouTube. Thank you to those of you who have already contributed. It's very much appreciated. Vielen Dank. If you're watching this video, I hope you've already watched lessons 4, 5 and 6 on how to pronounce the letters of the alphabet as well as vowel combinations in German. If you haven't watched these videos, start with lesson 4 by clicking here. For the final lesson in this Introduction to German playlist, I will be discussing German numbers and how to count. This is important as we head into our Advanced Beginners playlist, where we'll be looking at buying things in German, ordering food in restaurants, booking rooms in hotels, and other day-to-day situations where you can really start to use your new language. The numbers in German aren't too dissimilar to English, and once you learn the numbers 1 to 20, as well as the multiples of 10, such as 30, 40, 50, etc., all the way up to 90, you'll be able to count to 99 in no time. Learn just a few more words like 100, 1,000 and million, and you'll be able to count as high as you ever need to. So, let's get started. First of all, the number 0 in German is null, like the English word nil. For example, das Fußballspiel steht 0:0. The football match is 0-0, which literally translates to the football match stands 0-0. The numbers 1 to 10 are as follows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like in English, the words 11 and 12 don't really have anything to do with the words 1 and 10 or 2 and 10, and in German these two numbers are 11 and 12. For the numbers 13 to 19, we use the numbers 3 to 9 and combine the first 4 letters of them with the word for 10. In English, 13 derives from 3 and 10, and the same thing happens in German. 3 and 10 make 13, 4 and 10 make 14, 5 and 10 make 15. With 16 and 17 is where we need the first 4 letters of the number. For example, 16, 17. 18 is 18. 19 is 19. And the word for 20 is 20. Notice that all the numbers involving a 2 so far, 2, 12 and 20, start with 2. To count upwards of 20, we say 1 and 20, 2 and 20, where and is und. This is the only complicated part of German numbers, and when listening to spoken German, it's worth remembering that the units come first. 8 and 90 is 98, not 89. Notice in the following example that the word 1 changes from eins to ein. 21, 22, 23, 24, all the way up to 29. For 30, we say 30. Then we go again. 1 and 30, 31, 2 and 30, 32, 7 and 30, 37, 8 and 30, 38, up to 40, which is 40, and then the same up to 50, which is 50. 60 is 60, 70, 70. 80 is 80. 90 is 90. And 100 is 100. After 100, we can combine what we know. 152. 100, 2 and 50. 152. 897. 807 and 90. 897. The word 1000 means 1,000 and can be combined in the same way. 2000, 3000. It's worth mentioning that for numbers 1001 to 1009 or 2001 to 2009, for example, we don't need an and like we would in English. For example, in English we say 2008, but in German this number is 2008, 2008. For dates up to 1999, in German we use the teen number plus 100. For example, 1587, 1587. 1776, 1776. 1812, 1812. 1990, 1990. For dates of 2000 and after, we just use 2000. For example, dieses Jahr ist 2020. This year is 2020. To count even higher, combine the numbers as before. 700, 68, 1000, 913. 768,913. To go higher than 999,999, we use the words eine Million for 1 million, and this is where the words separate. For example, 1.500.000, 1,500,000. For more than 1 million, use the plural form Millionen. For example, 88,200,000, 88,200,000. Finally, two important words to use in conjunction with numbers in Germany, Austria or Liechtenstein are Euro, meaning euros, and Cent, meaning cents. For example, 98 Euro, 55 Cent, bitte. 98 euros, 55 cents, please. In German, this would be written as follows. 98 Euro, 55 Cent. The euro sign comes after the number, and the decimal point is replaced with a comma. In the same way, when we would use a comma in English, such as 5,000 euros, Germans would write this as 5.000 euro sign. So, to recap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, etc. 30 is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 1000, 1 Million, 2 Millionen, 3 Millionen, 4 Millionen, and so on. It's a good idea to pause the video now to recap the numbers from 0 to 99,999,999 in German, as well as saying dates pre and post 2000, as well as euros and cents. Oh, and the word for billion is eine Milliarde. It works in the same way as eine Million and has a plural form of Milliarden. And if you need to count any higher than 1 billion, there's no reason why you can't do that now. Habe ich etwas vergessen? If you're a native German speaker and you think I've left out some important information about numbers and counting in German, please let me know by writing a comment. Bitte schreibt einen Kommentar. Finally, remember to click subscribe to receive all of my German lesson videos, language learning tips and updates. You can follow me on Instagram with the username Herr Ferguson or on Twitter under @Herr Ferguson. Otherwise, from me, it's Danke und auf Wiedersehen.